So, today I thought I would make a video about what my team would be in Pokemon Legends Arceus based on what Pokemon we've seen so far. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, but I should also say to check out my video about my team for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to see what my team is going to be for that game. That video is going to be on the screen, and also it's going to be, linked on the channel in the description. And our question of the day is, what is your team going to look like for Legends Arceus? Based on the Pokemon being shown so far, which there are about 160, I made a video about that too, which you can check out. But basically, from all the Pokemon we've seen, from the gameplay, the trailers, the screenshots, the map, everything, out of all of those, which ones will be included in your team? Let me know, and let's get started. Starting things off has got to be the starter Pokemon, and to some of you, this might be an obvious choice for what I'm going to choose here, but frankly, I'm going to be honest with you, it must be one of the most difficult choices ever for me, because I really want to go for Cyndaquil, as it is overall my favorite starter Pokemon of all time. I love Cyndaquil, it's my favorite. However, since Rowlet is my mascot, and I know that my girlfriend Yolene is going to go for, well, Cyndaquil, I think the only thing that makes sense is to go for my lovely second favorite starter, which is Rowlet, which is going to join me as the main Pokemon of my team through my journey in the wildlands of Hisui. We don't know just yet, though, what features will be given to the starters and if they will have any sort of Hisui evolutions that are different from the originals, but I know I'll be able to use Rowlet and eventually Decidueye during my exploration to help me out. It's a decently strong Pokemon. If it does have that, ghost typing on there still, then we're good, right? We should be fine. Either way, yeah, Rowlet joins my team, no doubt. It's going to be my starter Pokemon for Legends Arceus. So, Shinx is next. I need a Shinx on my team, no question about it. This is one of the, confirmed Pokemon for this, region, and we know it's going to be available. It only makes sense since Shinx was also introduced in this generation during Sinnoh, so it only makes sense that there will be more, of these available here. However, I really hope, mostly, that I will be able to also actually ride on the Luxray that we see in the trailers, be able to actually, use it the same way we're going to be using Weirdeer, which I'm not super sure about if I want to use in my team, to be fair. But also, based on the trailer, Luxray could be extremely powerful and useful to have in my team, especially with the new battle system changes found in Legends Arceus. I think having this boy in the team may actually be a nice little cherry on top and may actually be really useful. And if you can actually mount the Pokemon, that would be even better. Ursaring would also join my team, no doubt. Now, after seeing Ursaring in the trailer and how badass it looked, I don't see why I wouldn't want to add this beastly bear to my team as well, especially since it is one of my favorite Generation 2 Pokemon across the board. And I'm sort of disappointed it never got a new form announced for it, and we know for a fact most likely there's not going to be a new form for Ursaring in this game, as we have seen in the trailer. But it's such a cool Pokemon, but yet it still hasn't gotten enough love yet. Now, its typing may not be the most useful with simply normal type, being on there. I think Ursaring is just one of those Pokemon that's just a fun Pokemon to have on my team, to be honest. It's not going to be super useful in terms of what it might be able to do. It may not have all the moves I need, but I think it's going to be a fun Pokemon to have nonetheless, because it's a forgotten Pokemon and I want to give it some love in my team personally. Hisuian Growlithe and Arcanine. So it's been confirmed that Hisuian Arcanine is happening, even though we sort of already knew that, but nonetheless, right, it was kind of through the new trademarks confirmed that we're going to be getting, Hisuian Arcanine, which of course was going to happen. Now, this fire and rock type will be really cool of an addition to have in the team, even though you're going to have Pokemon that are totally useless. You're gonna have a Pokemon that are gonna be totally destroying you. You're gonna be useless against them, which is essentially water types. But hey, we have some nice use cases here in other ways. However, I might make the change to a Chimchar instead in case Growlithe is way too weak, as we have seen Wild Piplup and Chimchars in the wild of the Hisui region. I even think we saw Turtwigs in there, I can't remember exactly, but we know that the Generation 4 starter Pokemon will be available in the actual wild of this game, so I'm just thinking the logical sense here is, why wouldn't I go for a Hisuian Growlithe, which can evolve into an Arcanine, or then a Chimchar instead? If those two just don't work well, I'm just going to switch over to a Chimchar. But for now, Hisuian Growlithe is what I'm going to go for. Then I want to have myself on my team an Umbreon or a Jolteon on my team. So these two are my favorite evolutions, and we have confirmation that the evolutions will be present, so I'd love to either have one of these two on the team. However, Jolteon will be less likely for me to use because it is my favorite, but it also would conflict with the fact that I have a Shinx already on my team, so I think Umbreon might take the spot instead, as it is one of my personal favorites out of all Pokemon, and I think having a Dark-type Pokemon on the team would be quite handy, to be fair. I mean, is it super competitively viable? Perhaps not. Is it even matter in that sense? I don't think so. I just think having an Umbreon would be cool, and I think it will make my team a little bit more different than what I usually go for, and it would kind of mix things up a bit. So I really want it for that reason, as it could just kind of make my team match up in a nicer way. So that's why we definitely want to have that on the team, no doubt about it. And the 6th Pokemon for my team would be Buizel. Seeing this cute little lad just chilling on the beach in the latest trailer just made me fall in love with this cute Pokemon again. I mean, honestly, it would just be awesome. And a float seal could come in handy if we're able to actually use it for surfing, but even if not, I think having it on team would be a great way to cover the possible group of like new fire types that might appear on our journey. See, based on the fact that Growlithe is available in Hisui now, means that compared to the future Sinnoh region, Hisui already has more fire types than Diamond and Pearl did. Now we have seen Ponyta, Chimchar, Growlithe so far, and let's not even forget like Cyndaquil is also like now technically brought to the region as well, and you also have Magmar on the region, but yeah, basically you have a lot of fire types, and for that you need a water type that can kind of like, you know, eliminate that threat. And I think in this case, Floatzel will be perfect to go against this new influx of fire type Pokemon, so we can kind of cover those bases, you know, and also against like the rock types and ground types that we run into as well. It's gonna be just handy having this boy in there in the team, just kind of like completing the team perfectly. So what are you guys' thoughts about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my team more or less, consisting of course, our starter Pokemon first, my Rowlet, which joins the team. This is going to be the starter Pokemon I'm going to go for. It makes the most sense. Of course, it fits with my channel theme. It is my mascot for the channel. I am Ruffled Rowlet at the end of the day, so it only makes sense that I would choose this Pokemon to be in my team. Then we have Shinx to make up for the electricity typing against flying and water type Pokemon. This is going to be really useful, as I just mentioned, against a flyer and water, like, you know, flying and water type Pokemon that we may face against, which there probably will be a handy amount of those in the game. So I think it would be just great to have this in there, just to kind of cover against those bases, right? Like just cover against those sort of Pokemon that we may run into. And of course, we also have an Ursaring also, because I think it's just a nice addition to the team. Sure, it isn't the most unique or interesting Pokemon in the world, but I just feel like Ursaring deserves some love, man, and I want to have an Ursaring on my team personally, so that's why it's in there. Hisuian Growlithe, though, there is a little bit of an interchange there. I might go for Chimchar if it isn't that useful, if there are too many water types to contest with, and it's just not going to be super strong, then I might go for Chimchar instead. But for now, Hisuian Growlithe is in there. And then, of course, we have Umbreon with its dark typing, and, you know, it just makes sense to me to have an Umbreon in there. I wanted to have an evolution this time around, and I want to have an Umbreon. And then finally, of course, Buizel as a water type to cover our team in a solid way against a lot of different opponents, like a lot of the fire types that will be here, ground types, and, you know, rock types that may be coming our way. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, that is my team. And yeah, that's basically what my team looks like. But I want to ask you the question of the day, guys, which is, what is your team going to look like for Legends Arceus? Now, you can go and base this team off of this video I posted on the channel, where I go through like what are the, you know, like Pokemon that are confirmed for the game. You can look through that video, see what Pokemon are available, and make your team based on that. So let me know in the comment section down below, what is your team for Legends Arceus so far, okay? Just so far. I know we still have a lot of Pokemon that need to be revealed, and then we'll have more options, but for now, what is your team? Let me know, and thanks so much for watching. My name is Ruffled Rowlet. I'll see you all the next time. Peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.